man. It's a lot.
We kind of covered it a little bit earlier, but
we covered a lot, man. Like on the lowest key, we covered a lot. But I mean, since we're here and we talked about it a little earlier, let's talk about Okada for a quick second. The Rainmaker is all elite. We all seen it. He made his debut finally. And Sylvan mentioned it earlier. His deal was around $14 million for 3 years. Excuse me, for 3
That's
years.
a lot of money.
Did AEW overpay? And what's your first impressions on Okada's debut? Woo wee, Sylvan. Let's hear it.
Yes, absolutely. Tony Khan has paid this man way too much money. Okada is not worth no $4.5 million a year. I don't care who you are and what kind of matches you watch from Okada. I don't care how big of a fan of Okada. Actually, let me talk to you Okada fans right now. I don't care how much you love that man. That man worth maybe 1.5 at max. But 4.5 for a year, for 3 years, you smoking angel dust, bro. Absolutely not. You were overpaid, bro. You got the max contract of a lifetime, dog. I hope you are as happy as you possibly can be. Now, I liked your debut. I thought it was great. I thought it set up. I love the fact that we're gonna get Okada versus Kenny Omega 5. It's setting up. You teamed up with the Young Bucks or the Corporate Bucks, and it's incredible. I did not expect you to come out there and hit Eddie. I love it, but you ain't worth no 4.5, my guy, at all. You know, and I'm glad you got it. You know, because I can never hate on anybody who's getting that money, but you 1.5, especially for them ratings that came out. For them ratings that came out, bro, you might be worth 500,000. So I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Let's give it a stat.
Hey, I totally agree, man. That's too much to be on the same pay rate as Roman Reigns. The guy who's been carrying wrestling for what? That's insane. I'm sorry, but I get it. I get it because Tony's signing every wrestler just to keep them away from going to WWE for his pleasure,
and that's what
because he can do that.
Yep.
Yeah,
see, and Cooley's absolutely 1,000% unequivocally right about that. Like at the end of the day, Tony Khan was really bidding with himself. Because WWE wasn't going to try to match an offer for $4.5 million for Okada. Like, come on now, that's just not happening. But like Cooley said, Tony Khan is definitely aware of the optics that it would create if Okada were to sign with WWE. So to be on the safe side, to compete with that, he had to overpay. So yeah, it's definitely an overpay. Okada $4.5 million. He's probably never going to see a return on that investment. But at the same time, you either pay him up or you risk losing him to WWE. So I think the right choice was to pay him. Same thing with Jay White. Same thing with Mercedes. Same thing with whoever. WWE did land Tama Tonga, but like Tama Tonga ain't Okada.
Yeah.
It's
not saying much either, though. I mean,
right.
I'm sorry.
Man, who knows what Tama Tonga's getting? He probably got like $800K versus $4.5 million.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me though how not to say that WWE or not even WWE but wrestlers in general, I'm not saying that they don't make a lot of money, but it's crazy how $4.5 million for Okada is just like insane. Meanwhile, that's like a KCP contract in the NBA.
I mean,
that's wild.
Longer than the NBA,
right? Like Austin Reeves is making Austin Reeves making more than that, but it's relative.
Hey man, shout out my nigga Okada.
Hey, Okada got that. He really the rainmaker.
Go get that bag.
Really the rainmaker.
Go get that bag.
Tony made it rain on him. Pause.
Yeah,
you skated, baby.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that guy, man. Now, man, I know y'all saw it. Well, I saw it. I hope you guys saw this, but Bianca Belair, man. Let's talk about this. Yeah, man. This promotional photo of Bianca Belair. That included Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley, the 3 cover stars of WWE 2K24. It was met with a lot of racist backlash, man. The comments were insane. They were basically saying that Bianca was only on the cover because of her race. Are you guys shocked about this? Are we shocked about this, man? It's the internet. Qwan, are you shocked about this, man?
Unfortunately, I'm not. This is
exactly
the type of behavior that I expect from wrestling fans. And it sucks because it's like Bianca Belair be out there working her ass off. Like the fact that Bianca Belair didn't come from a wrestling background, I want to say she was a track and field star, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 years ago, Bianca Belair was running track. So the fact that she's been able to make this seamless transition to being a WWE superstar, and not only being a WWE superstar, but being one of the biggest, most popular and famous WWE superstar, that's dope. For a black woman, that's super ill. So the fact that people were saying that she's only on the cover of 2K because she's black, it's like, come on, man. What are we talking about? Wrestling fans got to pack themselves up for that comment. That's crazy.
This will never be a post-racial society, man. Like I've learned that. Like it's just impossible at this point. Because what are we talking about, man? This is probably one of the most important wrestling game in today's wrestling history. Like right now, we're talking about Bianca being on the cover because she's black. Come on, bro. We got to do better.
Are you serious? She has a Hulu show, and we mad that she's on the cover of 2K. Come on, man.
Look, man, Bianca's on the cover of 2K24 because at the end of the day, she's one of the biggest stars, one of the biggest wrestling stars in history right now. Like, let's just keep it a stack. She's just one of the biggest stars. It's not anything other than that. So, but I'm not surprised. I mean, a lot of wrestling fans are racist, man. Like a lot of wrestling fans just do not like black people, and that's a very evident thing, man. I mean, it's evident in fans. It's been evident in booking, and it's really unfortunate, man, because Bianca Belair is one of the most talented, incredible athletes that we've seen, period, in life. You know what I mean? Like, so shame on y'all for real, but also I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
not surprised
at all.
And a lot of people were crying over Maxine Dupree when she got booed at that house show. Like I seen a lot of people come to her defense online and cry about it. They ain't had that same energy when Bianca Belair was getting attacked by like racism though. So
of course not.
Like some wrestlers did come out and say something, but like the reaction from the fans wasn't the same as it was when Maxine got booed. They ran to her defense quick. It's like, come on, man.
Shouts to Rhea, man. Rhea came out and, told everybody she's one of the nicest people she's ever met, because that's what a champion does. So.
Shout out to Bianca, man. Shout out to Bianca for sure, man.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Now, Conor McGregor. Man,
God.
Not
Conor McGregor, dog.
He's made his way into, some wrestling topics, which is kind of interesting. So he's recently been saying that he doesn't rule out pro wrestling. When asked about making the jump to pro wrestling, Conor replied with "Never say never." Never say never. He think he Justin Bieber, huh? Never say never.
Say never.
Never say never.
Yeah,
why do we know that song, bro? Come on now. Like, we gotta pack ourselves up, man. Bro, what are we doing?
Yo, Bieber's got some classics,
He
man.
do, man.
Bieber for sure got some
He
classics.
do,
Journals,
man.
dog.
Journals is a classic.
Journals
man.
is hard.
Classic,
He had a
man.
song with Nas, bro. He had a song with Chance the Rapper, dog. Like he was.
Believe is my favorite
man.
album by Justin. Though.
All right, now you wildin'.
My Purpose is definitely his best.
Oh,
Purpose is
Purpose.
hard.
Yeah, Purpose.
Purpose is his best.
Believe was the one when he was a
by
kid.
far.
That was like the baby era. Like I don't know about that.
Yeah, with Catching Feelings, and then he had that joint with.
Yeah, we ain't on that.
We really know
my
Justin
bad,
Bieber songs, right? Hey, there's somebody watching at home right now, like, yo, I ain't never listening to these dudes again, bro.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Bieber in the hood, bro. I remember he was in the hood doing push-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
projects.
crazy. He was definitely getting extorted,
He was
man.
in the projects,
Extorted
man.
for real.
Yo, his
Yeah,
car
he's
broke
getting
down,
extorted,
and they had
bro.
that dude out there doing push-ups and hooping. Like it was like,
Yeah,
what is
man.
happening?
Yeah,
He's definitely solidified.
yeah, they were definitely extorting little homie.
Yeah,
solidified,
that was
man.
foul. That was foul.
But yeah, man. Anyways, do you guys want to see Conor McGregor in WWE? Qwan, do you want to see this guy in WWE?
I'm not gonna lie. So Conor McGregor a little short. He like 5'7", little Irishman.
Yeah, he's short.
But I'm down, bro. I love Conor McGregor. I can't hold you. The notorious Conor McGregor is my guy. So it's like
Notorious.
don't ever say notorious like that again, bro.
Yo, I hate that song.
Yeah, that was terrible. Notorious. We are.
I
We
hate
are.
that song, bro. I hate Puff for that, dog.
I hate Puff for a multitude of reasons, bro. But
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
right.
Hold on. Connor's 35?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of young. I thought he was
Nah,
older.
he's young.
That's
Nah,
young.
Conor young, bro.
Yeah, I thought he was older than that. But yeah, Conor McGregor, man, he's one of my favorite MMA fighters of all time. Matter of fact, I would say he probably is the UFC fighter that got me into MMA. Because I really didn't know much about the UFC outside of like the Ultimate Fighter on Spike TV back in the day until Conor McGregor came around talking shit. So it's like, that's what I paid attention to. So he already got the character down. Might as well make that jump to wrestling. It makes sense. I'm down to see Conor McGregor in WWE or anywhere. AEW, the Indies, wherever. Pop up, Conor.
I mean, I'm down as well because his antics, man. His antics are hilarious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Come to the world, man. Come to the wrestling world, man. I'm down with it. Why not?
Yeah, Connor's a champion, man. At the end of the day, that guy looks, feels, and acts like a champion. And anybody who exudes that type of energy needs to be in WWE. Will he do it? I don't know. I mean, look, WWE is way more rigorous on the body, and I know Conor McGregor's already been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he would fit in seamlessly. I mean, his mic skills are already unparalleled. He moves. He already talks like a wrestler.
Yeah.
So bring him through.
Yeah, and we saw that classic with when Floyd Mayweather fought Big Show at WrestleMania. Classic.
Broke his nose. God.
Yeah. So if Floyd is giving it up like that, just imagine what Conor McGregor can do. Just imagine Conor McGregor versus Damian Priest.
Fire. And we ain't seen Conor in a minute, bro. Like he lost his 2 last matches.
Yeah, he's Dustin Poirier, right?
Yeah, man. He cannot beat that guy. Lost one of his matches to Nate Diaz. Lost to Khabib.
Bro, he lost both of those. I ain't gonna lie. He lost both of those fights to Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
They gave it to Conor, but Nate Diaz was whooping his ass.
Right, man. We forgot to talk about Nate Diaz on the first topic about people being past their prime but still giving it all they got.
Oh, Nate Diaz,
Nate Diaz. He one of them ones, bro.
He one of them ones.
He's one of them ones, bro. I love Nate.
It's like he passed his prime, but we love him so much.
I got one more. That meme is so hilarious, bro.
Yeah, hilarious.
Vince Carter. I got one more.
Yeah,
I got one more with me. But yeah, man, Conor, come on over, bro. That'll be amazing.
Pull up.
Now, we talked about Mercedes Monae earlier, about her possibly coming back to WWE. And let's be honest, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. She confirmed it. And moments ahead of her AEW debut, she confirmed that she will eventually come back to WWE one day. It sparked a lot of online backlash, Do you guys think the backlash was necessary? Because maybe people are basically saying that, she's only going to AEW for the bag. She's going in for the bag and she's getting out and going back to where she really belongs. Yeah. So do you guys think it was unnecessary? Sylvan, what you think?
Yeah. I think we all forget why Mercedes Monae left WWE because it's tiring. Like, people don't understand that being a WWE wrestler is the hardest thing to do in pro wrestling. Like, AEW doesn't work its people as much as WWE works its people. WWE travels to a lot of territories that AEW doesn't travel to. It's constant traveling, constant house shows. You're wrestling 4 to 5 times a week.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she was just really exhausted of WWE and was very exhausted of the system of it all, especially with Vince doing what he was doing back then. Like, we forget too, Vince was in charge. Yeah. So now that just because he's not in charge doesn't change the fact that she's still tired. And I'm pretty sure she's going to go to AEW, wrestle not nearly as much, and get paid twice as much.
$6 million.
To be able to, to be able to do that and to have some time off and to kind of clear your head and to get acclimated to a different system of wrestling and have some fun again, like, why not? So I think we're just giving her, we're kind of giving her shit. Hate to cuss, but I think wrestling fans are giving her shit because they feel like you should be coming to AEW because it's a better product than WWE. But that's not the case. This is still a business. People still have to make money, and there's a lot more that goes into being a wrestler than just being a purist. So I think fans just kind of got to get their heads out their ass and realize this is real life.
I'm not going to take her position on this. I think that the fans are justified in being upset that she made that comment because it kind of was unnecessary. Like, the thing is, we all know that Mercedes is going to end up in WWE again at some point, and like, she didn't have to say it. Like, right ahead of her AEW debut, like, the focus should be on AEW. You ain't got to go out there and say, my heart is over there, so one day I'll be back. It's like, no, you can say that later. Let's focus on you being in AEW right now. So I'm not mad at the fans for being upset that she said that, because it kind of waters down her debut, because it makes it seem like Cooley said she just there for the bag. And if that's the case, I'm not mad at it, because a lot of things I do is for the bag as well. But you ain't got to say it.
But also, in my opinion, but this is just me going into like booking fantasy, I would love to see that turn into something. Like, why can't that be the energy she comes into AEW with? I'm only here for the bag. I'm only here to get this money, and then I'm out of this dump. You think I care about you people?
Money?
You think I
Mercedes,
care? You think I want to be
Monae.
here? You know what I mean? Like, what if that's pop? What if that?
Monae,
What if she uses that to her advantage and goes into AEW with that attitude? Like, couple years, I'm out of here, and you'll never see me again. Wins the championships, like lives life. It's like
Money, Monae.
It could be worth something. I don't know. I would like to see if she is going to actually say that. Then I would like to see that energy turn into something. So it just makes some sense. So.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not mad at that. That's a good take.
I will be tuning in to her debut. I want to see how this goes. This is going to be interesting.
Watch it on YouTube. I'm gonna watch it. I want to see it.
I gotta watch it.
I want to see
it. What y'all think the number gonna be? Be honest.
700.
Stop,
bro. I say 8, like 7, 8, bro. It's not.
Come
bro,
on, they gonna do 900.
Look, Mercedes is dope, man, but Mercedes ain't got the juice like that, man.
Nah.
Dang, he said. What did Drake say? You ain't got the juice like that. Dang.
Come got the juice like that. I love Mercedes. She don't though. She's a big star, but she ain't got it. She ain't got it like that.
We'll see. I think they'll do about 930 at the.
I'll say
highest.
780.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I'll say 780.
No, it'll be in the 8s. They gonna do their average.
825.
But it's not her fault though.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not her fault. It's really not. It's AEW's fault right now. They're going through some times.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. But shout out to Money Monae. I'm gonna start calling her that. Money Monae.
Money Monae.
Get that money. Money Monae, man. Now let's talk about WWE real quick. Let's swing it back to WWE. WWE sold a ring mat sponsorship for the first time in a record-setting deal with Logan Paul's Prime Sports Drink. That is insane, bruh. Who would have thought Logan Paul would
get the first joint
sports drink with WWE? Like, that's insane.
Probably got a super deal.
That's insane. Seeing how far he's come from, his YouTube days is crazy.
Yeah, facts.
The Prime logo will now be the centerpiece of the ring at WWE's PLEs going forward. Wrestling fans already hate it, of course. They hate everything. What's new? Everything. How y'all feeling about this, man? How y'all feeling about this? This is insane.
I want to go on this one. I want to go first.
Go ahead.
Go.
I ain't gonna front. It is tacky. Now I'm gonna keep it a stack. It is tacky. It's like I understand that UFC has done this before, and they got a bunch of logos. They got Monster and all these other different people that be all over their
Jersey Mikes.
But yeah, Jersey Mikes and stuff. But the difference is that there's a ton of different brands that are coming together that you're seeing on this mat, right? Like, it does kind of feel a little tacky that your wrestler's sports drink is going to be on every single mat at every PLE moving forward. It does kind of feel a little tacky. And the only reason it feels tacky is not because of the brand, because if it was Slim Jim or anything else, I don't think I'd care. But the fact that it is Logan Paul's brand does feel a little tacky. It does kind of feel a little cheap, in my opinion. Kind of feels a little like it doesn't sit well in my like wrestling purist heart, because it's like, look, Logan Paul is the man. Like, we're not gonna take that away from him, but I don't know what kind of message that sends to everyone else in the back. And that's just being honest.
Oh
that's
my God! I'll tell you what message it sends. It sends the message that Logan Paul cut that goddamn check. Like, at the end of the day, we know what this is, bro. This is WWE signaling to advertisers that, yo, I know it's never been done in WWE, but our ring mat is now open for business. We're gonna put this big Logan Prime logo, or Logan Prime, this big Logan Paul Prime bottle in the middle of the ring. Looks like a giant peak dildo, like pause, but like it's gonna be there for PLEs. And if you want your logo next to it, holla at us, pay up, and we'll put Captain Crunch or whoever wants to sponsor us right there in the corner. And I'm not mad. I get that wrestling fans think the ring is sacred and they don't like logos all around the ring, but I'm a guy that watches a lot of contact sports. You know what I'm saying? I watch MMA, I watch boxing, I watch kickboxing. These ring mats have always had logos all around them. This is how companies make money. I was watching UFC last night. I saw Monster Energy drink. I saw Jersey Mike's. I saw Disney Plus. There's a million different logos all around that ring. So it's like, why can't wrestling do the same thing, man?
I don't feel like they can't do the same thing. I just think to start with Logan Paul's Prime is a little tacky. And the fact that it's going to be the only thing that's in that PLE moving forward. So for the foreseeable future, it feels a little like.
So is it tacky because he's a WWE superstar?
Yes, absolutely. So, now, if he wasn't wrestling, it would have been like, okay, well, yeah, it is what it is.
So business wise, like, do you turn down the money that his brand is offering just because he's a wrestler? Like, if you're WWE, do you say, yo, I know you want to pay us $4 million a year to put your logo in the middle of the ring, but we're not going to do it because you're a wrestler. We're going to go take less money from KFC or something. Or do you just take the money?
No, I definitely think they should take the money. I'm not opposed to, like, this action. You know, like, I think this is the right thing to do. Like, I think they should be including all types of different logos on the ring. I just think it's tacky that it's a wrestler's logo. It's just like, as a wrestling fan, now business wise, like, you cutting the check. But as a wrestling fan, I'm gonna be all like, I personally am gonna be looking at this like, all right, man, like, can we just?
I feel
like,
you.
Can we move on, bro? Like,
I feel like they should have just did it like how they do the rest of the brands. Put it on the
side.
Yeah, on the side, man.
I mean,
dead in the middle of the ring.
I mean, that's how it starts, though. Because, like, I was watching UFC last night again because I'm a UFC guy, and Monster Energy drink was right there in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, for sure. It's always been that way.
Facts.
But wait. When you slide over to the side, you know what you see over there? Prime.
Yeah.
Prime. So it's like, why are we mad, man? Let's get the bag.
Ain't nobody drinking that.
I'm just saying it's a little tacky,
Prime
man. It's like, yo,
nasty.
he's wrestling.
Have y'all tried it?
I don't drink energy drinks.
I don't drink energy drinks. Bro.
Good.
I don't do that.
Them joints is disgusting. Yeah.
Dang.
Terrible.
I mean, get to the bag, WWE, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, I know about Prime because of Logan Paul and WWE, so
right,
it works out.
And also,
I just think it's a little tacky.
And when I watch AEW, I be seeing DraftKings and all these other things on there, like, you know, they ain't above it. I watch Spanish wrestling. I see Corona in the middle of the ring. Like, come on, man.
It's so crazy the amount of brands, like terrible brands, that just be associated with these sports events. Like these guys being like chiseled shape, right. Like Doritos,
like, bro, we ain't
Pizza
that.
Hut, right. You know, like Snickers, like, bro, like,
we have Blue Chew in the middle of the ring next. We need to get do-rags, like the Bow Wow do-rags, bro.
Bow Wow do-rags is, yo, you crazy, Cooley. Cooley dumb,
Ooh, that pink power, come on, dog.
Oh man,
they about to have Afro Sheen in the middle of the ring, bro.
Oh man,
bro,
that's hilarious, man.
I'm down for them Bow Wow do-rags, man.
Facts.
He getting the bag over that. He getting the bag at that.
Them do-rags.
Let's put rap snacks in the middle of the ring. The Quavo flavor.
Need that,
Mama.
La Flame.
But that's all I got for the rundown for today, fellas, man. I know Qwan got to go to work, man.
Hey man, I still got some time, bro. Man. We got in early, so I still got an hour left before, you know, I got to get up and start getting ready and stuff. So, you know, we in here.
Cool.
But shouts out,
it's cool,
right? I ain't mad at it. But shout out to you for that incredible rundown. That was fun. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get into some awards because I feel like the wrestling community is a very negative one. We saw a lot of pushback towards wrestling this week. We saw people getting at Roman Reigns for comments he made about Seth Rollins and his outfits. We saw a lot of negativity, but it's important to let people know that you do see what they're doing and give them that, you know, salute like John Cena used to do. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. I hated that era. I hated that era so much.
Then we are.
Yeah, facts. But anyways, I want to give my We See You award to Mace and Mansoor, the maximum male models. Just because I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing post WWE. Yeah, facts. They just won some independent tag team championship. I forget the name of the company, but you know, Dijak was actually in the audience. He posted it on his Instagram. He was there when they won those championships. I really like what the maximum male models are doing, and I feel like they were underrated, to be honest. Like a lot of people like the shit on them, to be honest, because the gimmick was a little wacky and kind of like straight out of the 80s. But I thought it was funny. And the videos that they were releasing on YouTube outside of WWE were hilarious. That's really what
classic
facts, and that's kind of what really got Maxine Dupree popular, to be honest. Like before Chad Gable and Otis, she was in the Maximum Male Models in those skits. So shout out to the Maximum Male Models. Keep doing y'all thing, and I would love to see y'all back on my TV. Like I would love to see y'all in AEW, TNA, or WWE, just because y'all deserve it. Y'all are hilarious. And Mace is he's like 6'6". I'm surprised he's not in WWE still right now. He's a big guy.
Different era.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
Triple H don't like tall black people. Nothing, man. Shout out to Triple H, but he definitely don't. He's definitely not into the big guys. Triple H is definitely not into the big guys. It's evident.
Yeah, he don't.
Yeah. Well, you know, this week I'm going to give my We See You award to Michael Cole, man.
Shout out to Michael Cole.
You know, despite him, you know, being a legend that he is, he's been doing this for so long. He's been giving us amazing moments. Shout out to him for acknowledging Sting, man, on Raw. That was a classy move. That was a great acknowledgement for a legend, you know. Most people probably would have been petty and, you know, not said nothing at all. Let it blow by because of what's going on with the battle with Tony Khan and his head that he have with WWE. But yeah, Michael Cole, that was a nice shout out. I like that. I dig that. That was dope, man. We see you, Michael Cole.
Definitely see you, Michael Cole.
Definitely see you. My We See You award this week is gonna go to Darby Allin. Darby, I know you're about to take some time off to climb Mount Everest.
Yeah, that's wild.
Look, listen, at the end of the day, man, I don't take for granted what you've done in that ring with Sting, and the fact that you went through glass the way you did. Man, you get my respect, bro. It takes a lot to put your body on the line that amount of times. And I just think you're an insane person, but I highly appreciate you more than ever. So you get my We See You, man.
Facts. Let's get into some more awards. One of my favorites, the Black Wrestler of the Week. One of my favorite moments on this podcast, just because I love to give my flowers to my favorite Black wrestlers, both past and present. Now, this week, I want to do something a little different because sometimes I forget the reason why I even came up with this whole concept of Black Wrestler of the Week. And I'll give it to someone who we always show love to, like Booker T or even like somebody like The Rock. But I originally wanted to do this segment because I feel like there's a lot of Black wrestlers out there who we kind of forget about over the years, and we never really give the flowers that they deserved. And this week, I was going to go with Ernest the Cat Miller, but I might have to just push that back and give it to him on another time because my nomination is Mustafa. And no, not Mustafa Ali. I'm talking about Mustafa of the Gangsters. Y'all remember the Gangsters tag team with New Jack and Mustafa?
Yep.
Now, when it comes to this tag team, I feel like we always forget that Mustafa existed. We always forget that he was a part of that because we always focus on New Jack. And we know why. New Jack was the entertaining. He was the controversial one. He was the most outspoken one. So we kind of focus in on New Jack solely. But we can't forget about Mustafa. Mustafa was every bit as important to the Gangsters as New Jack was. And he was out there putting on classics with Public Enemy back in the day, putting on classic with the Samoan SWAT team. So shout out to Mustafa. You are my nomination for Black Wrestler of the Week. And shout out to New Jack because I can never stop giving shouts out to New Jack. Rest in peace.
Shouts to Mustafa, man. I think it was kind of clear for me it wasn't clear for me who I was going to give Black Wrestler of the Week, but it's just become clear to me. I'm just going to give it to Bianca Belair, quite honestly, man. The amount of hate you received this week was really undeserving. You are one of the most phenomenal athletes that we have seen in God knows how long. Like Qwan said, the fact that you've been able to acclimate so well to wrestling just shows how much you deserve to be not only at the top of WWE, but at the top of wrestling, period. And so I just want to give you your flowers and nominate you for Black Wrestler of the Week because you didn't deserve any of the backlash and racism that you received this week. So
absolutely.
Solidarity, Shawty.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bianca. Shout out to Mustafa, man. Both, great picks for this week. Mustafa name does go unnoticed, for since forever. Nobody talks about him, but
it's always New
crazy.
Jack. I always knew Jack,
man. Shout out to the gangsters, but this week I had to give it to Bianca, man. She's been doing her thing for the longest, and like Qwan was saying earlier, this woman, she doesn't even come from a wrestling background, man. And for her to be on top, how she is right now in today's generation, it's an amazing thing to see, man. It's an amazing thing to see, and we've been desperately vouching for Black female wrestlers, and we've been looking for that one, and she's that one. She's doing her thing right now. First Black wrestler on the cover of a WWE game. Like, what are we talking about, man? Got her TV show going, living a great life with her husband, who's also a great Black wrestler. Like, what? Come on, man.
And people hate
Bianca Belair.
That's crazy.
Bianca Belair.
I kind of want to talk about that too. I actually forgot, but maybe next pod.
What, the Hulu show?
About Tez and Karrion Kross kind of alluding to Tez being the breakout star and how he should probably be the leader because he's carrying D'Angelo Dawkins around and Bobby Lashley is old. I was like,
yo, we starting something.
Tez is long overdue, bro.
I was like, why is Karrion? I'm like, why is Karrion like spitting these facts?
Right. Definitely shout out Mustafa of the Gangsters. You definitely deserve to be recognized, but I gotta agree, man. Bianca Belair, incredible athlete. The fact that she had to go through what she went through earlier this week,
man,
was ridiculous. There's no room for that in wrestling. Like, let's just be a happy community, man. Like, there is no reason for that. There's no reason for that. One more award before we get into the pack 'em ups. Match of the week. I saw what y'all put in our notes, and I don't know if I agree with it, man.
Whoa.
I don't know if I agree with it. I get why. So the fellas, they seem to believe that Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks was the best match of the week, and I get it. I get why. It was a dope moment. Match was ill. Darby Allin had one of the craziest spots. He went through real glass. I know CM Punk was at home crying when that happened, rolling in his grave. But for me, that wasn't the best match this week. Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher on Dynamite was the best match to me. Like, it was.
I mean, we're gonna see that match like every week.
Yeah, you're right.
So I mean,
yeah, but like
Will Ospreay's gonna give us the best matches.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
but it's
right,
like with the Sting joint, it's like, who would have thought it would be a great match with the Young Buck? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be a regular.
Thought.
Sting took 2 crazy bumps, bruh. Like, I don't know, man.
Insane.
The table, he went to the table like 3 times.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he went
And
out.
got
He
right
was
up.
like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So he went out.
Right.
You're gonna see them Will Ospreay classics every Wednesday, baby.
Yeah, you're right.
Every
You know
Wednesday.
what? Y'all have enlightened me. The Will Ospreay match, as ill as it was, because it was ill, it was hella ill, but
it was incredible.
It's like a run of the mill Will Ospreay match, because all Will Ospreay matches are gonna be that. So yeah, the Sting match had a better story, so I'll give it to Sting. Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks is the match of the week. So shout out to all them fellas. And I love what the Young Bucks are doing with this whole like EVP gimmick.
Yeah, it's doing good.
Yo,
it's good. It's good business, baby.
And their theme song sounds like Succession. I think they did that on purpose. I think they're trying to be like Succession. They're trying to be like the Disgusting Brothers.
The Disgusting
Brothers.
I missed that show so much,
bro. Remember when we was all watching that in the group chat together?
Yeah.
Every other day we were just talking about Succession. That was a fun time.
Missed that show.
We need a new show like that.
The end of that show, like, I think I almost cried,
bro.
Oh, man.
Like out of frustration. I was just so upset. Yo, I can't believe this is happening right now.
Spoiler alert. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say Tom. Tom is that guy.
Tom, bro.
I'm gonna say I hate that bitch.
Yo, shit,
you know what I mean?
bro.
I really hate that bitch, dog. I really hate that bitch. And I hate to say it, man. I hate to be derogatory towards my women, but I really do hate that bitch, man.
Yo, something about TV. They know how to make hateable women characters because Wendy from was that a Breaking
Ozark?
Bad, right? Was it Ozark?
no.
Yeah, Ozark. Wendy from Ozark, and then Shorty from Breaking Bad. I forget her name, but
I forgot her name.
either way, two worst women ever in TV. But yo, Shiv might be taking the ball right now because Shiv.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Succession, make sure you watch that. Incredible show.
The worst.
Shout out to Karen Culkin, man. Shout out to Karen. He got
what's the
Golden Globe
out of nowhere? He was like the other Culkin brother, and now out of nowhere, he's like the one.
Crazy.
He's like the one. Shout out to Macaulay Culkin just for being Macaulay Culkin. You know, he was with Michael Jackson
man.
wearing
Straight
Jordans
up legend.
and shit. Like shout out to Macaulay Culkin.
Legend in the game.
Right? He got Mila Kunis, don't he? Ain't that his girl? No.
Nah, Brandon Song.
Brandon Song, that's right. The little Asian girl from Disney Channel. She was back in the day. All right, shout out to Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. It's time for the packs. It's time to pack them up. Let's roll up a big pack of somebody. The most infamous moments in wrestling this week. Now, y'all know who I got to pack up. I got to pack up Roman Reigns. And I love Roman Reigns, but that cross-dressing line, that was very unnecessary. Now, I get it. You are a wrestling character on TV playing a villain, so it's not your real thoughts. You didn't really mean that. It's just a character doing what a character does. But you got to be more self-aware than that, man. You can't make a comment like that in 2024 and expect it to go over. Like, people are really upset that you said that. And WWE might have to address it at some point because they kind of just ignoring it right now. But like every time I'm on Twitter or X app, whatever you want to call it, I see backlash for it. I see people saying that it hurt them and like he should have never said that. So Roman Reigns, you got to know better, bro. You got to know better. Just watch your words. You could have said something different. And when you watch it on the playback, like Roman Reigns, when he said that, like you can tell he kind of cringed on the inside. He was probably like, "Yo, why did I say this?" And Seth Rollins and Cody Face were just like, "I don't know, man."
Yeah, that was insane though.
He could have just stuck to, "Yo, you're wearing your wife's clothes," and just kept it at that. He didn't have to make the other comments. It was pointless.
But
so
I mean,
Roman, come get this pack.
Saying wearing your wife's clothes is just saying you're a cross-dresser, but with detail.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but it's like still you gotta just.
It is, yeah.
It's 2024, man. You know how sensitive some people are, so you got to watch your words and watch what you say. You can't.
Damn.
I saw most.
Yeah, like come on, Roman. Yikes. But again, this is a wrestling character on a TV show. It's fiction. I know wrestling blurs the line between fact and fiction, but this is a fictional show, so you got to remember that. Remember that Joseph Anoa'i is not Roman Reigns. It's a character that he's playing on TV.
Well, this week, my pack 'em up. It's not a wrestler. It is a moment. And that moment is the ending of SmackDown. Trash. We done with the 80s. Trash. Garbage. Bruh, what was that, man? Cody smacks the hell out of The Rock. The Rock just smiles and it goes off. Man, I want to see some. Y'all got to duke it out, man. Like the old times, man. I know. Yes, I'm an attitude baby. It is what it is. But even it was happening in other eras, bruh. We going to duke it out. And then the security going to hold this and we going to be cussing and stuff and it's going to go off. Not just boom and you just smiling and it go like, oh, that was trash, bruh. And that's The Rock. The Rock would never let somebody smack him, bro. Like, it just didn't make sense, man.
And The Rock gonna murder that man next week.
Right.
Man. Gonna choke him out to an inch of his death.
Can't wait.
Inch of his
breath,
dog.
Can't wait. So yeah,
I
man.
think they just ran out of time. They
but
ran out of time.
You could see
they ran out of time, but I still saw what happened afterwards. They stood in the ring
the video out
for like 2 minutes and then he left. Like, bro, that was trash, bro. I wanted to see. You got to get down where I'm from.
Yo, apparently some feeds didn't even catch the slap. Like apparently on some feeds, the Rock told Cody he was a mistake, and then SmackDown just went off.
Yikes!
They was taking too damn long, man. The Rock be taking way too damn long. You got to get. You saw the cameraman on the outside.
Yeah,
it was like, bro, hurry up. Hurry up.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
He out there talking about. Yeah, it is what it is.
I gotta agree with Qwan. I gotta pack up Roman Reigns. Look, Roman, I'm gonna talk to you as a fan. Like, I know that slipped out, bro. And I know you didn't really mean anything by it. And I know that's not really your intent, but yeah, you are the face of the company, man. You gotta be very cautious of what you say, how you say it, and what you're saying, because people will take things the wrong way, and people love to be outraged for no reason, and they love to be outraged just because they feel outraged, and some people can be hurt, but a lot of people are really just trying to find a reason to make you look worse than what you actually are. And there's nothing in my heart that makes me feel like you are homophobic or against transgenderism or against the LGBTQ community. There's nothing in my heart that says that. But I do think that you just slipped up and you were not aware of your terminology and how you should be moving. So for that, you getting this pack, because at the end of the day, it's too much on the line in this WrestleMania season. The last thing we need is you having to fold or be suspended or be reprimanded for something right before the biggest WrestleMania or the biggest wrestling event of the year. So get it together, learn your craft, pick better terminology, dog.
Right. And this was probably just Roman trying to be edgy, because The Rock be out there calling people crackheads and meth head Marys and telling people you're going to slap herpes off their face. So Roman is probably like, yo, I got to be edgy like that. I got to get on that level. And his choice of words were not the smartest. But you got to be aware of that, man. Wrestling is already under enough fire, bro. We saw what Vince McMahon did earlier in the year. Brock Lesnar had to get removed out of a video game that was already finished. That's where we are right now. So don't add to that, Roman. Don't add to that. Just be careful, bro. Be careful. So you got to get that pack. But I definitely agree with Cooley too, man. The end of SmackDown, it was kind of anticlimactic. He slapped them, and then it was just over. It was like, wait, what? Okay.
It was trash, but they could make it up if next week The Rock kills Cody Rhodes. He's got to kill him. Yeah. He's got to leave him within an inch of his life.
Is The Rock on SmackDown next week? Is The Rock on SmackDown?
He's on every SmackDown up until Mania.
Wow.
I think so.
Hey, The Rock is really sticking around.
It's been sold out. It's been sold out consecutively.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, shout out to The Rock. Shout out to Roman. Choose your words better next time. Y'all got anything y'all want to get off y'all chest before we get out of here?
No, sir. About to go watch Dune.
GTA 5 is fire. I can't beat Fallen Order yet, and can't wait for Raw tomorrow.
This man Cooley is playing GTA 5 for the first time in 2024. That's insane.
Crazy,
That's
Cooley.
insane, bro. Why'd you wait so long to get on GTA?
Hey man, I was a Call of Duty head when it came out in 13. I was just too focused on my Call of Duty, man. I was just too focused and I forgot. Then I stopped gaming in 14.
Right.
Never got to it, man. Never got to it.
That's real.
I feel it. I'm on Final Fantasy 7 right now. Rebirth. It's fire. It's super fire. So when y'all get a chance, make sure y'all check that out.
I heard it.
I got to get to that.
Man.
Yeah, I got to get to that for sure.
And until next week, this is Wrestling with the Homies. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you tap in with us on YouTube, on Spotify, on